Were you able to find the elements I need for the ritual?
Yes. Here is what you asked me to bring.
This is good. But the moon is not yet high enough. Would you like to wait with me?
Yes. I will keep you company.
Sit then in that case. And remain silent. I must meditate. Katasar, we have come to learn the truth of your death. Ato al confrangawi brandi, olehana memen adestame haman. Baravridenan tahanemo quate grenfen, linqui damda renaute da hodos. Lemat, de tahawan kloisam, de talugedon velam, de taragam buledam, de tatamenam reloidan, adet alamen kantebedam en antelam verfrapt tangom.
Katasak, help me, please.
Show no fear. I do not think he means you any harm.
What is this? This monster. Why is it attacking us?
I don't know. I don't understand. It is as if it seeks you out. It wants you.
You never should have done that, Katasach. To save one, Renaitse, you put us all in great peril. His spirit is different. He receives badly. You have woven the bond of the Deathbringer.
What is happening to you? Get a hold of yourself. Come on.
I cannot believe it. He has returned.
Who has?
Finbar. The High King. We thought he was dead. He disappeared months ago.
Is he the attacker? And what of Constantine? Have you seen a young, blonde-haired man? He was sickly.
Yes. The golden haired was there. And he was afraid. Katasach protected him before he was killed by Finbar. Leave me now. I am very tired.
How are you feeling?
Better. What are you going to do now?
If I want to have any hope of finding Constantine, I must follow Vinbar. I have no choice.
Do you know where to look for him? Vinbar has been missing for moons.
The kings and queens could tell me where they saw him for the last time.
Then you must earn their trust. Arm yourself with patience and courage on Olmenawi. Your journey is still long.
Thank you, Mev. You have helped us greatly.
Do not thank me. I have not done this for you, but for Katasach. In order to satisfy my curiosity, I betrayed my king. You will find him and confront him, no doubt. All that remains for me to do is to pray that I have done nothing that cannot be fixed.
Farewell, Mev.
what do I owe the pleasure of you?
I am looking for the High King. It is
I would like to help you, friend from the faraway isle. But our High King has decided to walk away from...
I was told that you were one of the last to have seen him. Perhaps he...
The other kings and queens already complained that I am too close and too near the Renaigse. I fear that they would consider me a traitor if I revealed to you. Help me solve the problem that I spoke to you about. And I... To what do I owe? Go and find the governor of Hikmet. This meeting is of the utmost importance. Anything else?
Tell me about your clan.
We are the whole... Anything else?
What can you...
It's anything.
What?
The boy wish. Anything else?
Nothing. I must... Commander Torsten.
Lady de Sade, what a
I met Ulan, the Bone Blower's clan chief. He is an open-minded man who holds great expectations of exchanges with the colonies. He would like to meet you to discuss a treaty, even an alliance.
I've heard about the Bone Blowers. Not particularly great warriors, but competent craftsmen and merchants. Given the situation, an alliance with them would be profitable. Unfortunately, there are still many partisans of the Bridge Alliance in the city. I cannot leave it without risking a riot, or even worse. And too much blood has already been spilt. For now.
I doubt that Ulan will come to Hikmet. He is looking for an alliance, but he is not desperate. Such a gesture would be considered a sign of weakness by his...
That sounds logical. Would he negotiate with one of my counselors? A man of trust who could act in my name?
I think that might be possible. I'm sure he would understand that you could not come to see him in person for the same reason.
Perfect then. It is settled. My advisor will join you at Vignamri. And if this Ulan hasn't lied, he will finalize an agreement on...
I'll be there too, to make sure everything goes according to our plans. There is another matter concerning the same village that I would like to bring. A wandering merchant, member of the Ulan clan, is being kept in your... Can you authorize his entry into the city?
Why not? Another merchant could do his... He could also serve as a hostage if anything unfortunate were to befall our... Here. You may give him this letter of pass. He will be able to enter town with it and to establish his...
I thank you. I must go.
Naturally. I wouldn't want to hold you back.
Please, help me!
Just keep walking, Renaigse. This does not concern you.
Have mercy! They will kill me! I am but a merchant who wishes to trade with the big...
If I were you, I would leave at once. A squad of guards are approaching.
Not Fradi. Let's leave. We are not ready for an encounter yet. But we will get you for this, merchant.
Adloreda Onolmanawi. May the trees along your path always bear fruit.
Think nothing of it. Ulan told me that you were not able to enter the town.
It is true. This day left me outside, and the Donea Exdragao took advantage of this opportunity.
Rest assured, I have obtained permission for you to enter from the Governor of Hikmet, which should allow you to set up your...
Adloreda Renaigse.
Farewell, merchant. Perhaps we will meet again. Ulan, I see that the Governor of Hikmet's emissary is already here.
He is. And I am very thankful that you succeeded in organizing this meeting.
We are very grateful as well, Your Excellency. However, I am sure you can understand that the discussion we are about to have must remain...
Naturally. I hope that you will reach an agreement. So, have you reached an agreement?
Our discussions were very fruitful. However, we are faced with a problem.
Really?
Our peace treaty depends on the ability to exchange freely.
And Chief Ulan has warned me that our merchants would be at risk of being attacked by the neighboring clan.
Mordoon, the chief of the village of Igugsob, is at the Nea Exragao. He is among those who think that the people of your island are only here to take from us. But his village would also benefit from this agreement. If you could convince him to meet us, we could reach an understanding, allowing the caravans to pass through his territory.
Without this, I am afraid we would not be able to make a commitment. Peace and trade are linked. If our merchants risk their lives...
I am sure that you will manage to convince him that the Renaigse are not all.
I can try, at least.
At Redar. We will wait here and hope that you will manage. What are you doing here, Renaigse? You're going...
Ulan, the king of Vignamri, wants to establish a trade agreement and sign a peace treaty with the governor of
This sounds like something he would do. All he ever thinks about. All of that, in hope of breathing new life into his village, while insulting the memory of the deceased men and women who lived there.
Hikmet's emissary will only sign if their merchants can move freely and in peace. They want to meet you.
I am not like him. I am a Donea Eggs. The Renaigse cannot be trusted. They are deceitful.
The Donea Eggsregau I have met were fearless, And yet you were running away from a mere meeting. By refusing to negotiate, you are only showing weakness, nothing else.
Not ready. The worst part is that you are right. I cannot refuse this meeting without appearing weak. Fine. I will meet Ulan and his emissary. But I will not go to his village. Tell them to find me at Lanristel. I will be there in a few hours.
I will tell them right away. Thank you, Mordoon.
You really know how to talk to people. I never thought you would be able to convince Mordoon. His anger towards the Renaigse is so strong.
Mordoon is willing to meet you at Lanristel to sign a peace treaty.
You really are an accomplished negotiator and diplomat, Your Excellency.
I knew you would succeed. Thanks to you, the whole region will be at peace.
Do you know where this place is, Ulan?
Of course. In our language, Lanristel means Glade of Promises. It is a sacred place, one whose peacefulness must be respected. It bodes well.
In that case, we should go there at once.
Yes. I will follow you. Come back to see me soon. And if luck is on our side, we will celebrate peace.
Ulan is acting strangely. I do not trust him.
I suddenly feel the urge to go to Lanristel. I hear it looks wonderful this time of year.
And if we want to see this encounter, we should leave. Mordoon is being attacked. Let's go and rescue him. They will see.
Adloredar.
Thank you. That accursed Ulan. I should have known he would betray us, but my men are dead, and now I am injured. He achieved exactly what he wanted in the end. I will have to join another clan if I do not want my whole village to suffer the consequences of my defeat.
I'm sorry, Mordoon. I really am.
You were deceived, just like I was. Sometimes, among the stones, there can be snakes. Farewell, Onol Manawi. And do not let yourself be betrayed again.
Traitor. This meeting was meant to establish peace, and yet you have exclusively sent armed men.
Mordoon was a Danae ex-Regao. He would have never accepted an agreement with... He would have endlessly attacked our merchants and our allies' caravans. We had to protect ourselves if we were to make these exchanges possible. So we did.
By lying and manipulating me.
I am sorry, but I was unsure that you would agree to help us if I told you the truth. I understand your anger, but keep in mind that we are now at peace. You are now a Carranza Vignamri, and should you seek it, you will always have anything else.
I'm in need of your help, Ulan. I was told that you were one of the last...
I wouldn't know where you could find him, but you are our ally, our friend. I will tell you about the last time I met with him. We had met in the council at Dorhad Genadu to decide what to do about the Renaigse, but we were unable to come to an understanding. Some of us are full of violence and refuse to see what we gain by befriending your kind. Deirdre and the poor Bladnid were among them, alas, and only speak about the massacres. I defended you, of course, and attempted to make them hear reason, with some help from the cautious Dunkas. But our disagreement angered Vimbar. He decided to leave us and to seek counsel elsewhere. He wanted to go to the heart of the island to consult with En on Milfrictiman.
Do you think he might have stayed there?
I doubt it. It was too long ago. You should travel to Wen Shavar, his village. Even if he decided to stay away from his people, he would not have abandoned his closest friends.
Thank you, Ulan.
Anything else?
Nothing. I must go.
Poison on my blade. Take a potion.
Tiertumad, it is rare to see Renaikse here. Is there something I can do for you?
I'm looking for High King Vinbar. I know that he disappeared after having visited the heart of the island, but someone here in his village might know where he went after that.
If anyone knows, it would be Sarah. But you will not find her here. Anything else?
Would you know where I could find Sarah?
She left to follow Vimbar. She wanted the...
What do you mean?
Our High King is on Olmenawi, and the Donegad. His bond with the mountain is very strong. Even stronger now that he speaks with the En-Olmil Frichtimen.
He is becoming a Nadaig. It is the fate of the wisest.
Sarah knew that the mountain would take him back, and she wanted the mountain to take her as well. She went to attempt to bond herself to it. She sought the Cavern of Knowledge. We haven't seen her since. She might have succeeded. Anything else?
Where is this Cavern of Knowledge located?
We don't know. The Caverns of Knowledge are the concern of the Donegada. Anything else?
Thank you for your help.
Wa'aulamsek.
Bird Tiltomad on Olmenawi. Esqueto.
Hello. I'm sorry, but I do not...
Really? Then you are a Renaigse? I have never met one with the bond. Might I do something for...
I am looking to find Vinbar, the High King of Tirfredi. He disappeared after visiting the heart of the island. But I was hoping some...
You should speak with Sarah. She is the companion of our king.
Where might I find her?
I do not know. She left the village and I have not seen her in several days. Anything else?
I heard talk about a Cavern of Knowledge.
It is a place where the Donegada go, within the earth. They hear the voices of those that went before them, and they learn. There are some on Tirfradi. The closest to our village is found to the northeast of here. But the entrance is sealed, hidden. It is a sacred place. Anything else?
Goodbye.
Wa'aulamseg.
think someone's coming to save you. Give in. Your life is in our hands. It is time to tell us all you know. The sooner you speak, the sooner this will be over with. We should be discreet if we want to eavesdrop on these people.
She's been enduring this punishment for hours, blow upon blow through gritted teeth.
Truly savage beast we have here. Do we even know if it speaks our language?
Leave us.
You will eventually tell us how you found your way into that grotto.
Your defiance is only prolonging the inevitable. You remind me of that rat my master was studying. The creature used all of its fire in an effort to escape. Scratching, twisting, refusing to understand that the cage holding it was its only remaining world. It had everything it could ever need, but it wouldn't stop looking for a way out. Even though its fate was now sealed to serve science. Its animal instinct drove it to flee. It had strangled itself between the bars of its own cage in a final futile attempt to escape. It was an enormous beast and very clever. If it had simply relented, it could have lived peacefully for many years. Instead of that... These monsters are torturing her. Come, we must set her free.
Bit of poison on my blade. Who goes there?
But I recognize this face. Lady de Sade, what a pleasure to see you again. What good wind brings you?
These people are monsters. They just tortured a woman, and then they say hello, as if it were nothing.
I'm sure that they will explain what pushes them to treat her this way.
Believe me, we would never have reached such extremities if she had told us what we wanted. You see, we have been studying these beings that show, like you, such strange markings on their bodies. We call them metamorphs, but the natives call them Onol Manawi. And we seek to learn through what process they metamorphosize. We heard talk of a cavern of knowledge. The savages hide all of their knowledge within them. We discovered one here. This woman. She knows how to enter. But as you have witnessed, to know we are so close to understanding such a fascinating phenomenon. And to be able to do nothing. Let's just say it has made us... aggressive.
It's extremely regrettable. Free her. We would like to have a word with her.
She won't tell you anything. Let us handle this. She will give in at some point.
Since you have chosen to act like monsters, it's like monsters we shall treat you.
Bit of poison on my blade. Let's go!
How are you feeling?
Better now. Those Renaigse are absolute monsters. But who are you? You too are a Renaigse. Why have you freed me?
We were told at Wenshavar that you and you alone could tell us where to find High King Vinbar.
I wish I knew where he was right now. He bid me farewell weeks ago and he has not returned. I waited a long time and then I came here. To enter into the Cavern of Knowledge.
You believe that this is where he is hiding?
No. But he came here often before he disappeared. I'm hoping to find answers. You saved me. And so I must help you as well. You may come with me.
Let's try to escape without bloodshed. We must get you to a safe place.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Here is the entrance to the Cavern of Knowledge. I hope that Vinbar has left a clue to where he went. Something I could track.
Is it your wish to join him?
He is my Manundanem. That means the one who shares my mind in your language. We must be reunited.
I understand. But why protect the entrance to the cavern at the risk of your own life?
The Caverns of Knowledge are truly sacred places. Only the Doneigada have the right to enter.
But you are not a Doneigad. Is that right?
I am not. But I must enter in spite of everything. And since you have helped me, you may enter as well. Since you punished those other Renaigse, I believe you deserve it. Remind yourself that this honor is immense and show respect.
Put your fears to rest. We have not come to defile this sacred place. How do we enter?
Allow me. I have seen Vinbar make these movements so many.
Paint of this fresco is still fresh. It must have been painted recently. It's of a crowned man. Vinbar, no doubt. A face has been painted on the vault.
The spirit of the mountain. My heart did not betray me. Vinbar has readied himself to join Enon Milfri.
Was that why you came in here?
To understand, yes. As the years passed, my Minundanem grew more and more distant to me. I thought at first it was due to his status and the invasion of the Renaigse. But now I see that he was hearing the call of Enon. He had no choice but to answer it. Oh, Vinbar.
These paintings are older. This looks like it represents a man who transforms himself into some kind...
He is a Donegad, becoming a Nadaig Meneman. Vinbar was also bound to the mountain. It is no doubt the path he has chosen.
If I understand correctly, the Donegada metamorph differently according to the place they are bound.
Yes. The Sinol Menawi bind them to a specific place, and in return they become the Guardians. But how could a Guardian of the Plains resemble a Guardian of the Mountains?
Do you believe that Vinbar is readying himself to undergo this transformation? I thought it was a very slow process.
For some, it takes years. At least this is what is said. For others, it might take place the very moment where the Donegad surrenders to Enol Milfrichtemen. I hope only to have the time to bid him farewell.
Given how well hidden this seed was, it must open an important passage. All we have to do is find out which. This mural is also ancient. It seems that this door is just in front of a circle of stone.
The Donegada seal certain sacred places.
Yes, I have run into similar barriers. It's all But here, there are two that seem to be different. For one, the flower motifs seem to indicate which plant is required.
This is possible. The caverns of knowledge are used to initiate and transmit the knowledge of the Donegada. This painting must teach the younger how to reach the sacred place, where they will bind themselves.
In that case, shouldn't there be an illustration of the second plant?
The initiates also learn by listening to their master.
On this one we see a sacred site with raised stones. And behind the face of the volcano, we also see a path that leads there.
This must certainly be the path the young apprentices must walk. And the Donegada that are prepared to surrender themselves to Enol Milfrichtemen.
Do you recognize the place where the entrance can be found?
I think so. It looks like the grotto that lies to the northwest of our...
With all that we have learned from studying these paintings, we should be able... I just hope there is still enough of him left, and that Constantine is with him. And that he is still alive.
Who is Constantine?
I seek them both. I had hoped that Vinbar would help me enter the sanctuary of Dorhad Gennet, but I learned from the Tierne Hakadactors that he took my...
The Tierne told you this? And so you seek to avenge him?
No. Only to save my cousin and try...
None of what you say makes sense. Why would Vinbar... My head spins. I need to breathe fresh air. I shall await you outside.
Please, go ahead. We will join you soon.
That woman left in a bit of a hurry, don't you think?
Sarah is upset, and I don't think that she trusts us. We should hurry and catch up to her.
I shouldn't have told her about Constantine. She must have thought we wanted to kill her husband. This door is locked. Sarah has put us in a very tricky situation.
She did not want us to find Vinbar. Come, these caves often have several exits.
Those traps weren't here when we went through with Sarah earlier.
She must have set them to make sure that we wouldn't be able to follow her.
Let's hurry and find this passage to the northern mountain before she decides to come and fight us directly.
On my blade, and let's go!
This is the place which was depicted on the mural in the Cave of Knowledge. Vinbar must have hidden the passage to the sanctuary.
blade.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Then let's go!
Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Your armor will no longer protect you.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate.
Take a potion if you
We've made it to high ground. Now, let's find this trail to the sanctuary. It can't be far from here. Bloodied feathers.
I've seen some big birds in my days at sea, but none had feathers this size.
Looks like Vinbar must have begun his transformation. He will soon become a guardian of the mountains. If we want to have any chance of saving Constantine, we must hurry. More of these giant feathers. We're on the right trail.
You should not have come all this way, Renaigse. I will not let you near Vimbar.
Sarah, we must see him. We don't have a choice. We saved you. Why have you locked us in the cavern? And why do you now stop us from passing?
I thought at first that you were different than the others. I thought it my duty to help you. But I learned looking at the paintings that this was madness. Vinbar has heard the calling and answered. Even if it breaks my heart, he has done what is right. He maintains the balance. No one must stop him. I am his Minundanem. It is now my duty to defend the path he treads.
His path led him to kill Katasak. And now he holds my cousin captive. I am sorry, Sarah, but no one will keep us from passing.
Aitmo!
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Over there, more feathers. More of these giant feathers. We're on the right trail. We found the entrance to the sanctuary. Vinbar must be here. With Constantine. If he is still alive. We need to find a way to get inside quickly. This must be the entrance to Vinbar's sanctuary. But it is obstructed. He knows how to protect his home. A stone altar. It resembles the one that protects the passage to Mev's sanctuary. This must be where I need to place the seed. And here is another altar. Are 2 seeds necessary to open the passage? The seed that Sarah was carrying should work.
To think that she gave her life to protect the one she loved.
Now that we have both seeds, the ritual should work. Finbar! Why? Constantine didn't do anything. He's never sought to wrong your people in any way.
Like a worm he burrows. You are so naive. You cannot see with my eyes. Enol Milfrichtimin saw the wound. From atop the volcano, he warned me of the danger. Fed by bitterness, driven by desire, taking without giving, he will be the end of us all.
You have gone completely mad.
Take it! You are too blind, too Renaikse to understand.
Leave him! That's enough! Free him!
I cannot. O source of life!
Free him! Oh, damn it! cousin is probably freed from his stone prison.
You're right. Let's go see him, quick.
Constantine! Wake up, please, I beg you! Hang on. We are bringing you home to get you healed.
"3 days have passed since we returned. I need to go to the palace to see if Constantine has finally awoken.
You should get some rest. You're not being reasonable.
To hell with reason. I've rested long, and I'm well enough.
You've just barely woken from a stupor that had you on death's doorstep. The affairs of state can certainly wait another day.
Thank you, my lady, but I am amazingly well. You can take leave of me with no fear, I assure you.
He just escaped a deathly sleep, and here he is, ready to conquer the world. Your cousin is exasperating.
What now? Are you going to scold me as well?
No. I'm just relieved to see you're still alive.
I'm quite relieved myself, actually. Thank you, fair cousin. Without you, I would be dead thrice, wouldn't I? Or is it the 4th time? If we start counting the time you stopped me from climbing the ramparts of Serene, we'd be up to 5 times now.
It's unbelievable. You feel no pain whatsoever. And your complexion.
I haven't even taken a look at myself. Is the improvement visible?
I would not go that far. How is it that... What happened?
Don't make that face. It's merely a major miracle. Come on now. I'm going to tell you everything. We have been waiting for your return. I knew you would do everything in your power. I have always trusted you. But Katasak feared that I would not hold on long enough. He spoke to me about a ritual that would help me. I was excited about it. And in spite of all that has happened, I don't regret following him. We went to the ancient site. A place full of magic. I followed his instructions. And all of a sudden... What an incredible sensation. I felt better than I have ever felt, cousin. Alas, we had very little time to celebrate. Cries came to our ears, and beasts jumped all over us. We fled for a while, as other soldiers fought through, creating a path to join us. But I can see from your face that you know this already.
Indeed. Once on the ritual site, I followed your tracks and deduced what had happened. It seems that Vimbar was targeting you specifically. Did he say anything to you?
I was still very weak, and most of the time he whispered in his own language. It seemed that he was speaking to someone and following his orders. But there was no one other than us, cousin. The crazy madman must have been hearing voices.
Do you have any idea why he didn't kill you? Like the others?
No, not really. It seemed like he was trying to tell me something, though. He spoke about isolating me from the world, that I couldn't return to the Earth. It made absolutely no sense. But aren't you happy that he let me live?
Don't speak foolishly. Of course. I just want to understand. Tell me more about this ritual. What did it consist of?
It is, I think, a ritual that the Donegada practice to bind themselves to the island.
Donegada? Katasak taught you their language?
Just a few words. He wanted me to learn, to understand, but we had so little time. So we visited this infamous site, where he prepared for me a sort of potion. What ceremony! I had to cut my hand in front of an enormous stone, and there, a gigantic beast came and started circling around me. It was incredible. I truly felt a bond with that place. Like a wave came through me, as if the power of the island was running through my veins. It was marvelous. And now I am Onol Manawi, like you. Even if the Malachor left me a few of its marks. But you had to encounter the god of the island, didn't you? How was Enon Mil Frictumen?
Yes, I passed a trial for that. But the only one who could guide me to the sanctuary is dead.
Oh no. Do not tell me.
And yes, only the High King can open the sanctuary, according to Glendan. I have no choice but to return to see him. I'm certain they are going to name a successor. Good day, Glendan.
Beort Tirtomat, Karans of Katasach. We learned of his death. And they washed Tire.
Alas, his was not the only tragic loss. Your High King Vinbar is also dead. He was taken by folly. He went away into the mountains after killing Katasak and capturing my cousin. Nothing I could say would allow him to see reason.
Are you telling me that you were the one who killed him? Kertan Sidak. What happened? How could a friend of Katasak do such a horrible thing?
I am sorry, but your High King did not leave me the choice. He was about to kill my cousin, and then he attacked me. He was becoming a guardian, a Nadaig. Perhaps it was for that reason he lost possession of his wits.
I believe you. You have sufficiently proven your friendship. But something escapes me. Why? Why would Vinbar have done such a thing? His offering to Tiafradi does not justify what he did.
You know that I wished to see Enon Milfrictiman, and he was the only one with the power to allow me to do so. I would not have caused his death voluntarily. Believe me, I am just as sorry as you.
And divorced Tire. We will celebrate his memory as well as those of all the members of our council that have fallen. Vladnit, Katasak, and now our High King. These are dark times, but in spite of our mourning, we must elect a new High King. The children of Tiafradi cannot remain without a guide. All the more so in these troubled times. I will notify the Mal of all the clans, so that they may know to travel here.
Who has a chance of being elected, in your opinion?
Deirdre is powerful, and many clans would follow her. The wisdom of Dunkas will also attract support from many. And there is also Ulan, a clever fox who is very capable of convincing the entire world with his honey-dripping words.
Deirdre, Dunkas, and Ulan. I must convince them to help me if they are elected.
I suppose. I must begin the preparations. You must leave now.
Who will win the vote, in your opinion?
I don't know. It is if blood need that.
Is there...
Do not, but you shall. Can I?
I must leave. Goodbye.
Qua Williams.
To what do I owe the...
I regret to inform you that your High King
And divorced Tyre. He was a great man. But why have you come to notify me of such sorrowful news?
Glendan has informed me that you are most likely among those who will want to take his place.
It is true. And I will perhaps be able to obtain it. I understand that you may be worried about my intention. I seek only to bring peace to our lands by creating an alliance with the people of the continent. The lives of our people will be improved.
There is something I would like to ask of you. If you were to be named, I would be thankful if you could allow me to meet Enon Mil Frichteman.
Of course. If I become High King, I would be glad to help you. You are Carant's Vignamri after all. If you really want to make sure that I win, you will need to seek the crown of the High.
What is that?
It may only be a legend, but it is said that High Kings used to wear the first guardian would have taken it to the grave. If someone would...
And where is the first Guardian's tomb located?
Somewhere not far from here. Since he fought his last, the entrance to his burial mound is said to be guarded by a Nadaig the path that leads to it, marked by his spears. and its entrance by... But beware. The Nardyke will not let you anything else.
Nothing. I must go. Now we've earned the trust of one of the pretenders. We just need to find that crown.
Are you certain you are willing to influence the fate of all my people to meet an Onmirthrichtman?
I understand that you might find this idea unpleasant, but the survival of the whole continent relies on this encounter, Siora.
It is my feeling that you do not understand the consequences of such a decision. Everyone on the island will listen to the words of a High King.
I hope you and your allies share the same ideas, because once the crown is on their head, we will have to follow their course.
You're right. It's a decision that is more important than our quest for an antidote. I must dwell on it.
Poison on my blade. Then let's go! Poison on my blade. Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
What are you doing there? Here lie those who fell facing the first invaders. And you dare enter and scatter their bones.
I did not come here with the intention of defiling this place.
No. You came looking for a crown of the High King, hoping to choose the one who will lead us.
Isn't that what you were looking for as well?
Yes, but I am not a Renaigse. I wish to lead my people to victory, and I have come here seeking something that will make it a certainty. And so, do you plan on keeping it for one of those who is too wise or cowardly to come and get it themselves? Or will you give me the crown?
Dertere is a great warrior. If she reigns, she will unite all of the clans. And with the blessing of Enon Milfrichtem, the people of your island will be chased away from here. Think long on this. If you leave her the crown, she will become the High Queen. You will not be able to change your mind.
If I give you the crown, you shall be named High Queen. What will you do with this power?
You have already shown to all that you are not like the other Renaigse. I will not hide from you the truth. Teofradi does not want to welcome your people. They toy with us, take without returning, kill and pillage. I will unite my people and cast all of the Monesenaig into their ocean wagons. They will go and pillage elsewhere.
You want the crown so you can more easily rid yourself of my presence afterwards?
If you give it to me, you will become our Karants. And we do not chase away our Karanten. And also, you are Onol Manawi. You are bonded to this land, not to theirs, no?
I have come here looking for this crown because I need the help of the next High King. I must meet Enon Milfrichtimen to ask him to heal my people.
Are you sure that they are your people? Very well. It is a very great honor you ask of me. But you took great risks in order to obtain it. If you give me the crown, I will open the sanctuary to you. You may speak to Enon Milfrichtimen. I swear this to you.
Very well. It is yours. But I hope you will remember what I have done. I helped you so that you will help me in return.
I thank you. You are from this day a friend of Vedluk and of our warriors, and I always honor words given to Karans. We will meet again at Dorchad Ganador for the great choosing. Kwawalem seg, Karans.
poison on my blade. See if you can ward off this fate.
Greetings! So,
Thanks, but I'd rather walk.
I've been waiting for you. I've got the crown. The council will soon unite. I must go and win. Thank you for giving it to me in the end. You are a Carant now. Have no fear. I keep my promises.
Congratulations, Deirdre. Teirfridi now has a High Queen who will be strong enough to defend it. I hope you haven't forgotten the promise you made me.
Don't be afraid, Carants. I know the value of a promise, and I have not forgotten your help. But according to tradition, I must go and see Enon Milfric. Meet me at the entrance to the sanctuary in 2 days, and I will get you inside. I will have had enough time to imbue myself with the strength.
Thank you, Deirdre.
I hope you have some cards or dice on you to pass the time. Unless you'd rather go somewhere else.
There you are, Carants.
How was the encounter?
Good. Enon Milfrichteman has filled my heart with strength, as I expected. He warned me about the threat the Renaigse are posing, but go! He is expecting you. Stay on the right-hand path, and do not turn. They say those who turn back awaken the guardians of the sanctuary.
child that was taken has returned. The flesh of my earth. You, by simply coming into being, have tangled the strings of destiny of all the other children. I am he they call en on me Vrichtinen. I have followed each of your steps since your arrival.
I hail you, Enon Milfrichtemen. I have come to you to find a remedy.
A cure for the disease of a distant land. Her affliction was to be poisoned by her own children. Her veins rot in stagnant water. Her earth now bears poisoned fruit, and her children wither and die. And still it is those same children who can heal the lands, and with them heal themselves, if they only want it truly. They could be taught by my children, learn to give back in return, learn to heal. But for that, I must survive. I have seen by your side the shadow grow, taking form. Fed by the venom of intrigues from far away, he spreads it today in my sap. To save his own life, he stole my strength, and that strength has driven him mad, because it is not made to be taken. He draws each day a little more from me, and threatens us all. His hunger has no limit.
I don't understand. Who are you talking about?
The one you call Constantine. You must stop him, or there will be no cure anymore for anything or anyone.
That's impossible. How could that be?
You must leave now. Someone has followed your footsteps. Someone has entered here without invitation. My children are waking and tracking. They will attack all foreigners. Flee, or you will be their victims.
I saw a Renaigse fleeing the sanctuary. The Monesenaig must have slipped. Enon Mil Frichtimen cannot have been pleased about it. Did he still...
Yes. He told me that the Malachor had appeared because of the way the colonials have treated the earth. It is actually some kind of poisoning, and it would be possible to cure it, but I'm not sure that I understood how.
So, the Renaigse would be the cause of their own deaths. If they weren't on the verge of doing the same thing to our island, I would be applauding. In terms of the antidote, Enon Mil Frichtimen is often difficult to understand. Ask Adonegad.
Thank you, Deirdre. I must dwell on it.
You look like you bit into a bitter fruit. Did you learn anything else?
Yes. But I would like...
Fine. You know where to find me once you are done. Quawalam seg, Karants.
Goodbye.
My fair cousin, I'm so glad to see you. You are right on time. We have visitors, and your advice would be most welcome. Let me introduce you to the emissaries of Tleme and the Coin Guard. Quite brazen, isn't it? That they would send us an emissary after having tried.
The commander must have a solid...
That's what I hope.
San Mateus has been sustaining attacks of unprecedented... They can only be the works of the demons worshipped by...
Really? Demons? How interesting.
The Mother Cardinal is begging you to send her some troops, as well as your cousin.
We have the same problem. Our men are becoming exhausted, fighting off endless attacks. We were hoping that, despite our past differences, you would agree to help us.
How neatly summarized. Our past differences. My dear allies and neighbors, we are deeply saddened by your misfortune. However, the size of our troops has greatly reduced after the horrific attempt at a coup. And regarding sending my cousin, she's already very busy undertaking a mission of the utmost importance, without even mentioning the fact that what you describe fills me with fear for her life, which is most precious to me. No. I really don't see how I could be of assistance to you.
Constantine, we cannot remain deaf to the call of our allies. I'm sure I can find the time to go and evaluate the situation.
I would love to accompany you, but my people are being wrongfully accused. I am certain of it, and I want to prove it.
Very well, my dear. You know I cannot refuse you anything. But remember how urgent it is for this antidote to be found. We're so close to it now.
Don't worry about it. You know how important this mission is to me.
Well, this audience is coming to an end. Your Excellencies, inform your governors of my cousin's arrival. I hope that you realize how grateful you should be to her.
Absolutely, sire. Thank you for receiving and hearing us.
Constantine.
My adorable cousin. I am always happy to see you.
I finally managed to enter the sanctuary at the heart of the island, and I was able to talk with Enon Milf.
How marvelous! Tell me about it.
The sanctuary is heavily protected. Only a High King can open it.
I remember you saying that Vimbar's death wasn't going. How did you fix this problem?
I had to interfere in the natives' elections and earned the trust of the Pretender, who seemed to...
You really are an outstanding diplomat. My father is an old, bitter man, but he was... Tell me, who did you choose?
Deirdre, the queen of the village of Vedlug. She's quite the radical...
I'm certain that you have made the right choice. And then what did you do?
I was able to enter the sanctuary.
It had to be. Oh, how I envy you. Entering the most secret places on this island, talking to a god. What does he look like? Is he some kind of very old and very powerful Donegad?
No. In fact, I spoke to an extremely large tree. As strange as it may...
Fascinating. And I thought that gods were always old, bearded men. Did he tell you where the Malachor was coming from? Is it a curse that he cast upon the first settlers?
No. According to him, we are responsible for the emergence of the Malachor. By exploiting the earth so much, and the disease has contaminated us through the water we drink and the plants that we eat.
Strange, and yet it seems plausible. So, there wouldn't be an antidote?
He says that the earth can be healed. That his children know how to do it. I suppose he was talking about the Donegada. He also said that by healing the earth, we would heal those who live on it.
This is a fascinating revelation. It won't be easy for our neighbors to accept it. I'm afraid that even my father might receive it with skepticism. Did he tell you anything else?
No, but it's true that the conversation ended abruptly. An intruder had managed to sneak into the sanctuary, and we had to flee to evade the wrath of its guardians.
An intruder, you say? Then I guess this sanctuary isn't that heavily protected. Your work really is exemplary. The entire continent should be thanking you. Is there anything you would like to tell me?
I must take my leave.
Take care, and come back soon.
Lady de Sardet, seeing you is a genuine relief.
Your emissary informed us that you were in need of our help.
Indeed. She must have told you that we were being attacked. We are sustaining the relentless assaults of furious animals, which some people believe to be sent by the demons of the island.
Some people? So you're not—
We were mistaken when we thought them responsible for the Malicor. I became more cautious. One of our outposts to the east has sent us a distress message. They won't hold much longer. I beg you. You must go to there. Maybe they can help you find out where these beasts come from.
I will go there to meet them.
I am infinitely grateful, Your Excellency. You have proved your— I am certain you will put an end—
I must leave you.
Naturally, Your Excellency.
You shouldn't stay here. We're sustaining terrible attacks. The animals appear to be crazy. They already killed several of my soldiers.
We're here to help you.
Are you the backup? We were starting to lose hope. I must admit that I was praying for more soldiers, but any help is welcome. We're under attack every night, and we've already lost a lot of men. At this rate, we won't—
Don't worry. We'll do everything in our power to make—
You still have some time to prepare. Or we could wait together.
All right. Let's wait.
Ready, weapons? There they are!
With the poison on my blade.
Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
The my blade. Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if we can ward off this fate! Your armor will no longer protect you! Take a potion if you want to cast more spells! poison on my blade. And let's... Let's see if you can ward off this fate! Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
You've no magic left. Drink a potion.
A bit of poison on my...
Thanks for your help. If it weren't for you, the outpost would...
If these attacks are always this violent, even with us, we must uncover the origin.
I've thought about it, and I sent a few men 2 days ago, in the hope that they would find out first and foremost. But I haven't heard from them since. I'm afraid I might have sent them to their death.
Could you at least tell me which way they went? I might be able to track them.
They followed a trail going north of a place the natives call the Woods of Lightning.
Thank you, officer.
You be careful. Goodbye.
I recognize this place. We aren't far from Vedlu. I hope it's just a coincidence.
You think Deirdre might be involved?
It would not surprise me in the least.
The soldiers' tracks lead to the northeast. We should follow if we want to find them.
This man will die if we don't do something about it.
What happened? You saved me. Thank you. I'd be dead if it weren't for you.
Your officer sent us. He told us that you were looking for the origin of these attacks.
And we found it. We followed the beast's trail. You'll find raised stones there. The ones which are worshipped by the islanders. There was a creature there. A beast so large and so ferocious. That's what must have been attracting the animals. It prevailed. All my comrades fell in battle against it. I fled. I had to inform...
And you were right. Don't worry.
We took some notes, and we drew a map. It may be of use to you. Everything is in that chest.
Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Let's see if you can ward off this fate! Potion if you want to cast more spells!
Let's see if you can ward off this fate! I need healing! Careful! You're wounded! Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Take a potion if you want to cast more spells.
bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go! Bit of poison on my blade. Then let's go!
Let's see if you can ward off this fate! See if you can ward off this fate! Take a potion if you want to cast a spell!
Cannot my name, and yet it isn't like the others. It's as if it were sick.
Is it possible?
I don't think so. Or at least I never heard any stories about this.